Hello there, it's Diorama Don here. This is a continuation video really of the last video was of my making this dilapidated house. I wanted the stonework to be quite awful, broken and cracked, and the render all broken all around, and a caved in roof. Shop's still okay, but the building itself is in a pretty sorry state, and I think it's worth putting this onto a diorama. So he said, lowering the camera. I've made this. This will sit on the corner there, like so, and there'll be a road, a cobbled road, going around the corner there with the pavement there and a couple of telegraph poles, but in keeping with the building. So the cobbled road will be terrible. There'll be cobbles missing, potholes, a really bad state of road around there, and the path around here pretty much the same, and a couple of telegraph poles on an angle, not properly upright. So this will continue then with the second part of this video. So I've used what do you call it? I've forgotten what you call it. Damn. I've got a styrofoam. That's it. Can't remember what you call it. I've got a 30 by 20 piece of styrofoam, an inch thick, that I've used for the base, and put a piece of 3mm cardboard on the top. So this will be the housing for the building and the path. With this shuttering now that I've got, with the surround of the base, I can this is shuttered off, so now I can pour my grey grout in this area, and when it's dried for about an hour or so, I can mark out the cobbles as they should be. When I've done that, I've got another piece that will sit on there, because this will be level then with this piece. It will be level, so I need a curb. So I've made that and that, so that will sit on there, and that will make a curb above the height of the cobbled street. So I'll go ahead and do that, and see you in a moment. So I laid my grey grout in this area here that was shuttered off, as it were. So it was level with this card and the outside of the diorama base. As it's dried, I marked out the cobblestones and then gouged out a few of the stones to make it look awful, really. That's the idea, to make it look really bad. That's going to be a horrible road when that's done. So I'm waiting for that to dry. There's nothing much I can do now. I shall put mortar between the stones, but I've got to wait for that to dry off completely. So whilst I was waiting, I tried a new idea of making rather than making individual slabs for a pathway, I gouged it out of the 3mm card. So marked it out with a pencil and then went over with a knife to gouge out the individual bricks, paving slabs rather. I think that's a lot better way of doing paths, a lot easier. and then again just gouged out a few cracks and broken paving stones. So that then will sit there, and then the house like so. And then I was going to make a special video of how to make a telegraph pole, because there are a few other videos, but quite honestly it's pretty self-explanatory really. A piece of 8mm diameter doweling, and then just 2 cross pieces, and then supported by toothpicks. Really, that's all it is. I mean, there's no big secret in making a telegraph pole. So I've got that to paint when the glue isn't quite dry, but that will sit at a jaunty angle like that when that's all painted up. I've sharpened the end so that I can stick it down into the styrofoam with a bit of glue, and that will be that. So it's a case of waiting now for things to dry before I can finish off. So that is what I will do. Okay, so project finished now. I've got the telegraph pole in, falling over. Bit of grass growing around the path and up the front of the shop. Just give you a closer look. The cobbled, a lot of missing cobbles in the street. Well, basically that's it. That's what I intended for the state of the house in the front there, with all the splits in the brick, the holes and what have you, and the broken down roof. So there we are, another project done. If you've liked the video, then please subscribe. You'll be notified when new videos come along. In the meantime, have a go yourself. Have a go at modelling. Better than buying those plastic kits. It costs you a lot of money. This cost me half a sheet of cardboard, 3mm cardboard, and a sheet cost me about £1, about $1.50. So I used about half a sheet, a little bit of styrofoam, that was about $1, 50 pence. I had to buy 8mm diameter doweling for the telegraph pole. Made me feel a bit faint having to pay for that, because that was almost £1 on its own. So that was the most expensive part. I just happened to have some square section balsa wood, so that cost me nothing, and then a couple of toothpicks and straws for the chimney pots. Apart from that, it cost me very, very little money indeed. Probably £2, £3 at the most, and I think you'll agree it's a reasonable effort for that money. So, okay, I'll leave you for now. I'll see you in the next video, and happy modelling.